Tonight, people in Burke County say they're battling some serious structural issues in homes they bought brand new. One homeowner telling WCNC Charlotte a private inspector says she has up to $300,000 worth of expenses, and now she's asking where's the money?
There is enough evidence at Catherine Graff's home that the North Carolina Licensing Board of General Contractors opened up an investigation into the builder, and she told me she doesn't want others to have to go through the same ordeal.
You know what? That's a good question. Where has all the money went? If I had to guess, I would say it went into the builder's account and he spent it.
Are you serious? How you know?
Listen, guys, we've done stories on this over and over and over where I've told you guys, listen, these builders, they can't be trusted. These builders, I know that they tell you everything is okay and they give you these warranties that quote unquote will save you. If anything goes wrong, you can depend on the builder to get you out of the hole and take care of you. But what do we realize? We find out that these warranties aren't warranties at all.
Wait, what?
They're worthless. They're tissue paper. That's the truth. They will not do anything, and this here proves the point. Again, we're gonna talk about it. My name is Orlando. Welcome to the channel, guys. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help out the channel. Make sure you also check out my newsletter. It's free. You cannot beat free. And then also too, if you need any type of commercial or investment property financing, I'm your guy. I've been a lender for almost 20 years and I can assist you with that. We're nationwide and that information is in the pinned comment and the description, guys.
Catherine Graff bought a newly built home in the Saratoga Run development of Morganton.
Yes, brand new.
When did you move here?
I moved here last year in May of 2023. I got a home inspector. I did everything I'm supposed to as a home buyer.
Shortly after, a red flag.
Within about a month of moving in, I started finding carpenter ants, which I started digging further and actually watching them. I have video of them coming in through the large gaps in the siding.
The finding prompted her to go further.
The homeowner bought this property brand new. Brand spanking new. Got the inspector to come, did everything that she was supposed to do, and they still said everything was okay. The question is, a lot of you guys are probably gonna ask me, Orlando, if this person did everything right and they still got screwed over, what makes me so special to not get screwed? And I would say, ding, 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 you hit it right on the head.
We just got the dog! Let's go!
So what should you do? On the biggest purchase of your life, you need to pull out all the stops. You need to look, go inside. Listen, I say this all the time, and I know some of you guys will say, you know, I'm not down for that. I don't want to do that. But this is so true. When the home inspector does the home inspection, you go with them. I know. It sounds crazy. I know some of you guys are like, you want me to go into crawl space? You want me to go in the attic with them? Just peek your head in there and look yourself so that you can ask questions like, that looks like a bunch of rot, like wood rot over there. Is that an issue? You know what? There's some water spots on here in the basement. Is that an issue? Oh, it looks like there was some rust here on the furnace or water heater. Is that an issue? That's the reason why you need to be there. If you go ahead and just put all of your trust in the inspector, put all of your trust into the city, put all of your trust into the builder, this is what happens.
You've been bamboozled!
Now, am I saying this is gonna happen all the time? I'm not saying that at all. But do you wanna be the one person that this does happen to? I'm just saying that you need to make sure that you're with these guys, hand in hand, even on my properties. Even on my investment properties myself, do you really think I'm not walking with the inspector on every single door? You bet your bottom dollar I am.
To this day!
There's not one time that he's in there looking at something, I'm not there looking at it with him. Oh yeah, You should do the same. It's the biggest purchase of your life. But let's continue.
So when I started going underneath and looking at some of this stuff, I'm like, wait, this just doesn't seem right to me. I shouldn't have pillars that aren't straight, that are cockeyed, and pillars that should be, you know, that are above my height that I can see through.
She reached out to the builder, Timothy Truitt of CMTT Properties and Belmont Builders.
And he pretty much said nope and sent me a lawyer, or a letter from his lawyer telling him not to contact him anymore.
I wonder why he did that. I wonder why the builder said, don't contact me no more, man. You send me all these pictures and diagrams and, hey, man, listen, I already built it. I'm done. That's what the builders do. Hey, man, listen, I built that 2-3 years ago. I don't know what the code was. I just built it.
If it ain't falling over, it's no concern to me. Don't reach out to me ever again.
Really? Oh, so that's how you're gonna play it. You gonna do this? Okay, fine.
But I thought we had a 1-year warranty. I thought we had that's the reason why I'm reaching out. You have a warranty. But does the warranty work anymore? Well, is it within the year? You see what I'm talking about, guys? These guys will tell you, get a home warranty. We have a warranty. But does the warranty matter if it doesn't work? It doesn't work. You're sending photos. You're sending diagrams. You're sending close-up images in 4K to the builder. And what does he send you? When you're trying to say, hey, I need to use my warranty. I'm trying to get you to fix these things. What does he do? Don't contact me again. And then send you to his lawyer.
Awkward. So awkward.
Friends, right? This is the reason why I say these companies aren't loyal. And then most people come back and say, no, Orlando, what are you talking about? I know Joe. Joe's been around the family for 18 years. He would never mess up the house that he built for us. He's a family friend. Really? Well, if that's the case, let's see how family friends act.
I sent him kind of request of the multitude of issues from the foundation to the structure to code violations that needed to be addressed, asking him to address them under the 1-year warranty.
So Graff contacted the county.
Yeah, he sends out the inspector. He starts to walk through some of the stuff. He even misquoted some of the codes. So underneath you have a water vapor shield, which is like a big thick piece of plastic that's supposed to go all the way across your crawl space, and it's supposed to cover all your crawl space. We was like, well, we only enforce 90% here in Burke County. Well, the state code is 100%.
Imagine that. Imagine an inspector. You have this guy come in and say, look, these are all the things that this guy messed up that you guys approved. And what do you think that the city is going to say? Oh, we messed up and we're going to give you the money? First time. Okay. No, they're not going to do that. He tells this homeowner,
well, we only really enforce 90%. 90% of the issues.
Enforce only 90%? So what if the other 10% is foundational issues? What if the other 10% is a big joist going across that's weight bearing? What if it's what you saw there, the pillars are literally lopsided? So you're telling me that 10% you can get away with? The 10% you can get away with can be catastrophic for the building itself? The stability of the building that my family is in.
It's an evil world we live in.
This is what I'm saying, guys, where this is the reason why it's super important. Super important to follow along with your inspectors. Fact. I know a lot of what you guys are thinking. Orlando, I don't know anything about home inspection, but that's not the point. The point is to call out the most obvious things that you know this shouldn't be here. And you would be amazed at how many of these home inspectors would be like, well, yeah, that does look pretty bad. They're not going to call it out. Yeah, there's a bunch of ants here and water is coming in on this side. Do you think that's a problem? Well, now that I look at it, I don't know. There may be a little bit of moisture, but that's what I'm talking about, guys. Again, the pillar that we saw, let's take a look at that pillar. It's lopsided. It's crooked. We understand that. I didn't need to even know anything about home inspections to understand that shouldn't look like that. And you would too.
We also reached out to Burke County officials. In an email, the office of Burke County Manager Brian Epley responding, saying in part, quote, "We have a set rule of standards that are followed anytime a new build or development is proposed. The response also stating that, quote, ultimately any build project is a contract between the homeowner and builder. Adding, quote, our county staff thoroughly investigated this property and turned over our findings to the NC Licensed General Contracting Board for further investigation involving the builder.
I like to go into this quote that we see here. That is from the builder that says here, ultimately, any build project is a contract between the homeowner and the builder. All they're trying to do is push the blame on the builder and say, you need to go after them. I know we approved everything. We approved it, but there's no liability on us. But does that work the other way around? I promise you guys, if it wasn't builders and it was someone else, a private citizen or someone else who did the exact same thing, the county, the city would be on you. They're going to get you. They're going to tell you, you owe X, Y, Z, you better fix it, and all the other stuff that comes along with it. But when the proof shows that the county did not do their job also, and that they're somewhat in cahoots with the builder, what do they say? Not us. Not us. That's a contract between you two. We have nothing to do with that. Yeah, we came out and looked at it and made sure he did everything he was supposed to do, but we really did it because we didn't follow any of our guidelines and rules, but that's beyond the point. Reach out to him.
It's really unfair. It's really unfair.
Isn't that amazing how that works? Again, this is the reason why I say these companies aren't loyal, that you need to make sure you put you and your family first, that you need to make sure that you guys choose the right individuals, that again, that you do all the precautions that you need to do to make sure you don't end up in a scenario like this. But let's continue on to see exactly what else happened in this story.
My house framing actually failed its home inspection by the county. It never appears to pass according to county records. On top of that, there's the building permit.
Graff discovered the county inspection sheets indicate the construction of the house started in September of 2022. Following our own request of the builder's licensing history from the state board, it is clear that the builder's license would have been invalid at the time.
What? Did you hear that? The builder's license wasn't even valid when you built my home. So, hey, I'm sorry. You were not allowed to build my house. That's what I'm saying. I'm giving this package all nice, all the evidence, all the pictures, every single thing that I have, I'm giving it to a lawyer. And I'm going to get my money back. Trust me. I understand what she is saying, what the homeowner is saying. She is saying that she has all of this evidence and it's still not working in her favor. But let me tell you what, you need to give this to a lawyer. You need to hand this over. Now, I don't know if she is working with a lawyer or not, but it seems like she's not. And that's what I'm saying. Because any lawyer who would see this would be like, you got what?
Mine.
There's no way that the builder can build without a license. That's the whole point of a license. Do you understand the point? Do you understand how big that is? It doesn't matter. All the other stuff that he messed up on, okay, he messed up on because he's not a good builder. We get that. But he wasn't supposed to be building a house to begin with. And in my opinion, the city better jump on board too, because they're going to get sued too. They're going to get sued too. You let this guy come in, you allowed him to build when he wasn't supposed to have a license to begin with, and then he messed up everything else, and then you guys didn't even follow through. Didn't even follow through with all of the inspections and codes. He broke all of that. And since he broke all of that, that is no longer my issue. This is no longer a contract, because let me take it back to what the lady said from the county. The county. Let's go back to what she said. She said right here, ultimately, any build project is a contract between the homeowner and the builder. But let me ask you this. Is he a builder if he doesn't have a builder's license? The answer to that would be no. You don't have a license, you're not a builder. So who am I in contract with? A regular person? A fraudster? Who am I in contract with? That makes the contract null and void, which means you need to give me my money.
Just pile up my money.
That's what it means to me. But listen, I'm not a lawyer. I'm just a guy on YouTube. So maybe my advice is wrong.
Didn't have a valid license at the time when he applied for the building permit. The county didn't even do a license search until 30 days later, and I have that with a timestamp. So the county really didn't enforce these state laws, and it's really impacted myself and multitude of other neighbors. I'm never gonna get my money back from this house. All my retirement, everything. I mean, this is your biggest investment of one's lifetime, and it's gone.
And she even has timestamps. All of this evidence, again, sliding on over to an attorney that will say, we're about to get an easy win. And it's an easy payday for everybody, except the builder and the city and the county. But here's the thing. Again, they're not even following the rules of the state. They're not. So you got these rules that are a county, and then those rules don't even follow the state. It's just, you're law. This should be an easy win. But I understand how all of the craziness all the politics and stuff that can get involved in this. So we'll see exactly. I'll keep up to date on if this homeowner gets their money back or not, and I will update you guys on this. But what is the value lesson that you should get out of this video? The value lesson is go with the home inspector. Make sure that you really are treating this as it's the biggest purchase of your life. A lot of times people treat buying a home as it's just like, you know, going to buy a car or going to buy something at Target or Walmart, and you just have to go through the process. And a lot of people inherently think that, of course, everything would be okay in the house. It hasn't fallen down. There's no eyesores cosmetically in front of your eyes that you could see that would make you believe that this property needs to be looked at any deeper. And it doesn't work that way. You really need to get in there and look at the bones, guys. Look at the attic. Look at the crawl space. Go in that basement. I know a lot of homeowners don't like to do that, but I'm telling you, it will save you thousands, even save you from something like this, $300,000 lost.
And thank me later.
Anyway, guys, I hope you got value out of this content, but we all know you won't get all of your information from this one video. I need you to watch this next video right here. Yes, this one right here. It will give you information on the housing market, financial news, get you into your first rental property. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.